The next thing I want to show you is how to update the firmware of a Holter device. It is necessary to update the firmware of the devices when you update to new software, because they are developed together, and if you use newer software but you want to use the recording with an older version of firmware, there may be compatibility issues. So it is always recommended to update the software and all of the recorders by this new firmware. To do that, you have to connect the device to the computer by the data transfer cable. For this invalid data protection key, I will get back to it later. After the reading was over, or you have cancelled the reading process, this window will pop up. You have to make sure that there is no battery in the device, because when you reach the point where you have to disconnect the cable from the computer, you have to make sure that the power supply is not working in the device at all. I have now removed the battery from the recorder, and I update the firmware by clicking on this update button. You should not break this process. Okay, now you have to disconnect the cable from the computer, and then you have to connect it back to the computer, and it will continue the updating process. And that's it. You now use the latest firmware for the recorder. I want to mention that if you do not reconnect the device after the first part of this updating process, then there will be no firmware on the device. So that may happen that the device does not turn on when you leave the updating process in the middle of it. So you have to make sure that you finish the second half as well.